أعزائي الطلبة والطالبات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. مرحبا بكم في درس جديد من دروس النهارده. معكم عادل بسيونى، مستمرين مع طلاب ثالثة اعدادي من كتاب الوحدة العاشرة، تحديدا صفحة 219. وراح على طول السؤال الأول. read and complete the text with the words from the following list. came, went, has choosing, station, astronaut. The UAE الإمارات المتحدة has chosen اختارت the first Arab woman to train as astronaut كي تتدرب لكي تكون أول رائدة فضاء. a 27-year-old engineer المهندسة التي عمرها 27 عاما will join NASA's 2021 astronaut candidate class in the USA. نورا المطروشز dream بتحلم came true الحلم ده يبقى حقيقة. She will be joined by 4 people under the UAE astronaut program. They include Haza El-Mansouri, who became the first Emirati in space in 2019 when he flew to the International Space Station. نروح على طول السؤال الثاني. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. is a machine that goes around the earth to send or collect information. طبعا هي الساتلايت، القمر الصناعي. القمر الصناعي يعني ساتلايت. the noun for the person who from the verb invent. invent يخترع، وinventor مخترع. is a person who travels into space. astronaut رائد الفضاء. the plane landed safely. landed the antonym of landed طبعا took off انطلقت أو أقلعت. they had given Hadir the chance to organize the party food, so she will prepare it. the earth orbits the sun. This means it moves around the sun. تدور حول الشمس. we can add the prefix to the word face to mean the flat top of something. طبعا sur عشان تبقى surface. if you add the suffix to the verb research you get a noun for a person. طبعا researcher الباحث. it wasn't a good solution to a problem. the synonym of solution. solution يا شباب يعني الحل، إذن هو الأنسر. we can add the prefix to the word scope to mean the instrument الآلة to make distant things nearer تخلي المسافات أو الأشياء البعيدة قريبة. طبعا tele عشان يبقى telescope. ومن صفحة 220 تعال نروح للسؤال الأول. read and complete the text with the words from the following list. into, successful, success, researcher, choosing, chosen. ونروح على طول للفقرة بتاعتنا. أكرم عبد اللطيف is an Egyptian researcher. هو باحث مصري. who was born in Cairo. he was لقد كان chosen اختير. he was chosen for a NASA program that could make him the first Egyptian to travel into space. The program aims to study the outer reaches of Earth's atmosphere. The 27-year-old researcher said he was the only Arab national among 12 successful engineers who are mostly American and Canadian. روح على طول السؤال الثاني. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. is a teacher at university or college. طبعا ده هو lecturer المحاضر. In Egypt, people retire at the age of 60. The opposite of retire. Retire يعني يتقاعد على المعاش. طبعا هنا continuing work يستمر في العمل. Is to print copies of a book or magazine which are sent to the shops to be sold. Publish ينشر. Is the force which causes things to fall to the ground. طبعا دي الجرافيتي الجاذبية. To get the noun from the person who from research we add er علشان يبقى researcher الباحث. Is a piece of glass used in cameras or on glasses that can make things look bigger or smaller. طبعا دي lens العدسة. I want to enter the poetry competition. مسابقة الشعر. People try to do their best in it. يبذل قصارى جهده. The fish we caught is still alive. السمكة اللي مسكناها لسه حية. Alive, the antonym of life is dead. ميت. The synonym of appear is مرادف appear. appear يظهر. مرادفها يا شباب come out. اكب is the verb. You can get the noun by adding the suffix ment. equipment. ومن صفحة 226 read and complete the text with the words from the following list. Arrived, had arrived, believe, owner, discovered, studied. I can't believe. لا أصدق. I can't believe that I got the flat. I didn't think I had a chance of actually getting it. When I was showed up to take a look around, I discovered اكتشفت that there were 20 people who had arrived before me. Most of them had already taken a look around, but the owner المالك said I could take it. روح على طول للسؤال الثاني واللي بيقول complete with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. Lena knew the best room in the hotel because she had been here before. Why is your hair wet? We have been swimming. Tariq's headache because Tariq has a headache because he television for too long, because he has been watching. After I had done my homework, I went to bed. He had not visited. She has been eating. I was very tired because I had studied too much. I gave you a call as soon as I had finished. Walid has been in London. He has been dying. They have been studying. My mother didn't watch TV until she had finished. I did my homework as soon as I had got. Had never heard Italian before. I could not remember the poem we learned. من صفحة 227 read and complete the text with the words from the following list. Have been, disabilities, train, has been, dreamed, plane. Muhammad Salah dreamed to be an international footballer and his dream came true. He has played many matches. He has scored many goals. He has been playing for Liverpool for many years now. Salah said to be a good player, one should يجب على الفرد train أن يتدرب hard for many hours a day. Now he helps many people in his village and people with disabilities. السؤال الثاني complete with the correct form. The house المنزل was dirty. They ate for a long time. Hadn't cleaned. Have you finished your homework yet? Mona didn't go on a school trip to Alexandria because she had gone there before. I have been waiting for this bus. Help! I have lost my money. She had lived in Aswan before she went to Cairo. How long have you known? The teacher had finished. Sorry, how long have you been waiting for me? After Sarah had done shopping, I have been cleaning. You hadn't studied for the test. I had met a friend before I arrived home. It has been raining. I am really tired because I have been revising. The bus had left before I arrived. I found you as soon as Karim had arrived. Had Ali walked to school? من صفحة 228 finish the following dialogue. Basma is asking Ghada some questions about her life. Hello Ghada, can I ask you a few questions? قالت لها sure. Have you ever tried unusual sport? No, I have never tried an unusual sport. What have you been dreaming to be since you were young? اللي انت كنت بتحلم بيه. To be an astronaut. Astronomer. Astronomer? Why have you been dreaming to be an astronomer? Because I want to explore space. Well, I hope you will achieve your dreams. Thank you. ومكملين من صفحة 230 finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Suzanne met her friend إلهام ولا أحلام at the school library. Hello أحلام, how are you? كيف حالك؟ You seem busy. شكلك مشغولة. Aren't you? أليس كذلك؟ فقلت لها Yes, I am very busy. نعم أنا مشغولة. What have you been doing this weekend? أنت كنت بتعملي إيه الأسبوع ده؟ فقلت لها I have been a school project. A school project? About what? About space travel. So have you ever read about space travel? عمرك قريت عن السفر للفضاء؟ فقلت لها yes I have. How long have you read about it? فقلت لها since I was young. من وانا صغيرة I have been dreaming to be a space scientist. نروح للسؤال الثاني. Read and complete the text with the words from the following list. Have space astronauts training. Have been astronomers. The Egyptian Space Agency invites any 35 years old Egyptian to become the first Egyptian to travel into space. You will spend 6 years in a training في تدريب program. By next year, many Egyptians will be chosen to train. After that, One of them will be in the International Space Station. Many Egyptians have been dreaming to be أن يكونوا astronauts. السؤال الثالث choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Is a piece of equipment that makes things that are far away look nearer. طبعا ده التلسكوب. Is the force that causes things to fall to the ground when they are dropped. طبعا الجاذبية gravity. She is the one who will prepare our meals. The opposite of prepare يعني مقابل كلمة prepare طبعا disarrange. These things happened in the past. هذه الأشياء حدثت في الماضي. The synonym of past يعني مرادف كلمة the past previous السابق. The verb complete can be a noun by adding the suffix tion. Compete competition. To make the word national mean global عالمي you can add the prefix نقدر نضيف لها enter عشان تبقى international. أما السؤال الرابع complete the sentences with the correct form. أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة as soon as they had arrived. as soon as بمجرد أن يجي بعدها ماضي تام والجملة الثانية ماضي بسيط علشان كده الإجابة هتبقى left. They have been dying. before واللي يجي بعدها ماضي بسيط والجملة الثانية ماضي تام علشان كده هقول before I met him I had already finished. I have had my car for 16 years. There had been an accident. To space and back وتحديدا page 241 241 وراح على طول للسؤال الأول واللي بيقول read and complete the text with words from the following list. Headphones receive, believe, appear, to appear, communicate. Wireless technology provides the ability to communicate between two organizations or more without the use of wires. It allows فهي تسمح the users to receive and send information while moving. Many applications of wireless technology continue to appear. Wireless keyboards and mice for computers, wireless speakers, and headphones. أما السؤال الثاني choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. A is a special hard hat used to protect the head. تستخدمها في حماية الرأس. طبعا دي helmet الخوذة. The verb abbreviate can be a noun by adding the suffix ion. Abbreviation اختصار. Scientists have been trying to invent things to make our life more comfortable. The synonym of invent معناها create is information or an instruction that is sent by sound. My father bought a wireless mouse to his computer that works without wires. Is a person who works hard to learn المكافأة. His parents won't allow him to stay out late. The synonym of allow is permit يأذن أو يسمح. Antonym of ضد كلمة هي رقيق يعني رقيق. هتلاقي طبعا كلمة عدو. The object of comfort uncomfort عكس extreme 42 read and complete the text with words from the following list. Use the material for having the detail removed. Some people are a little convinced, a little worried, قليلا about what phrases will be like or how they will look. كيف سيكون شكلهم. Most phrases are detailed. معظمها بتكون بالقاعدة, but others are the same color as yours. There are even phrases that go behind these where no one can see them. Fires used in phrases today are smaller and better than they used to be. They are made of material that help your piece faster and easier. وعلى طول السؤال الثاني choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. They are trying to finish there before June. Their task is wonderful. Grab the verb train and the noun and the suffix are trainer. المدرب is a machine which can receive or read information that is sent by the satellite. طبعا ده satellite receiver. We change the verb sleep into an adjective by adding the prefix am as sleep. Is one of the large of the areas of land in the world such as Africa, Asia, or Europe. طبعا الcontinent القارة. The word run with the word fun. They have the same sound. Ran. You get the noun for the person from the verb toil by adding er. يبقى toiler. You are not allowed to talk during the exam. They you from talking. They prevent you from now. You can add the suffix to the noun comfort to get its adjective. Comfortable is comfort. Many people use the social media to communicate. They could talk to each other. ومن صفحة 244 تعال نشوف read and complete the text with the words from the following list. Find the system, signals, sign, location, find. GPS is a global navigation satellite system that provides location. You can find GPS systems in your car, your smartphone, and your watch. GPS helps you get where you are going. Satellites send signals. Then a GPS device find the way. A GPS device reads the signal from at least 4 satellites. روح على السؤال الثاني. Read the following then answer the questions. A satellite phone is a telephone that has the ability to connect to orbiting satellites similar to usual mobile phones. They can connect to voice and short messaging services as well as internet access. Satellite phones can work anywhere in the world. Satellite phones can connect from anywhere as they can directly connect to satellites around the world and do not depend on usual mobile networks. A satellite phone has basic phone features but is heavier than cell phones. It can provide wide area coverage compared to the usual phone services the voice quality could be lower and there could be delay in communication. It has the same number and does not change. It does not need any installation or setup. It has a large external antenna and does not have internal antennas for internet access. It has low data bandwidth. They are very useful in places far from cities, such as on mountains or in deserts. تعال نروح للسؤال الأول. Choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. What is the main idea of this passage? الفكرة الرئيسية لهذه الفقرة طبعا satellite phone. For the internet access, satellite phone is slow. It's advisable to use satellite phone in areas in remote areas في المناطق البعيدة. أما السؤال الرابع, why do you think satellite phones can have a large external antenna to provide wide area coverage? ده إجابة السؤال الرابع. نروح على السؤال الخامس. Summarize the disadvantages of satellite phone. لخص عيوب هاتف القمر الصناعي. تعال نتعلم في القطعة. أول مشكلة it's heavier cell phone. كمان the voice quality. تعال نشوف the voice quality could be lower and could delay in communication. وده طبعا إجابة السؤال إيه يا شباب؟ السؤال الخامس. نروح على طول السؤال السادس. You prefer satellite phone or cell phone and why؟ طبعا حضرتك بتفضل أي فيهم؟ أنا هفضل الساتلايت فون. ليه بتفضل الساتلايت فون؟ As it can be used in remote areas. بعد كده تعالى نروح على السؤال الثالث. Choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. Means a seed or seeds from a plant that you can eat. الثمرة اللي انت تقدر تاكلها من النبات طبعا دي grain. We searched in vain for the missing child. The antonym of in vain مضادها ايه؟ useful. She gave me good and clear direction. The synonym of clear. Clear يعني ايه clear؟ obvious واضح. Australia is the smallest continent in the world. هي أصغر قارة. We can get the adjective from use by adding the suffix full, useful, نافع ومفيد. We can get the adjective of a prefix is added to the of one word to change into another word. طبعا هنا هنختار beginning بتضاف للبداية. نروح على طول للسؤال الرابع واللي بيقول complete with the correct form. People الناس believe Bartholomew's ideas for centuries. طبعا هنا هنقول have believed. Indians have been skilled. I have been working. Andy lost فقد his ticket. He had left. Page 255 255. نروح على طول السؤال الأول. Read and complete the text with words from the following list. surrounded, shape, discovering, to discover, maps, maps. Alexander created one of the first maps of the world, which was circular in shape. The map showed the known of the world grouped around the Aegean Sea at the center and surrounded by the ocean. A lot of people who like traveling use these maps to discover the world. They found it really useful. نروح على طول السؤال الثاني. choose the correct answer. اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. is something you can use to follow directions. طبعا ده الخرائط أو الماب. is a route between two places along which trains travel. طبعا ده railway. which prefix of the following gives the opposite. يعطي العكس. طبعا on و this يبقى A and B. is one of the very small planets that move around the sun. asteroid الكويكب. Finally, we went home. It had been a long day at the planetarium where we saw the stars. To change the verb communicate into a noun, we add the suffix ion, communication. The antonym of nearly عكس أو مضاد كلمة nearly تقريبا هي exactly بالتحديد. Everyone's chanting in different languages. The opposite of different. Different مختلف يبقى الopposite similar متشابه. The synonym of bright. Bright يعني shining لامع. You work with amazing speed. Amazing is the same meaning as amazing awesome. ومن صفحة 257 finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Iyad tells Adam about his trip to Hurghada. Hello Iyad, I didn't see you for a long time. Where were you been? أين كنت؟ فقال له I was in Hurghada أو I went to Hurghada. Who did you go with? مع من ذهبت. I went with my friends عادل, كمال and مؤمن. When did you go there? ومتى ذهبت إلى هناك؟ قال له last Monday. Then مؤمن arrived soon after كمال. What did you do there? وعملت إيه هناك؟ فقال له we swam in the sea. Did you enjoy your time there? Yes, I did. ومن 259 finish the following dialogue. أكمل هذا الحوار. Maya is visiting a photo exhibition. معرض للصور. تامر, is this your first visit to our exhibition? هل هذه هي زيارتك الأولى؟ Yes, it is. How did you know about our exhibition? وعرفت ازاي عن المعرض بتاعنا؟ From my friends. من أصدقائي. Have you visited another exhibition? Yes, I have visited another exhibition in Alexandria. When did you visit it? 2 years ago. Good. I hope you spend a nice time in our exhibition. Thank you. نروح على طول السؤال الثاني. read and complete with the correct word from the following list. Catania Astronomical Observatory is the largest telescope in the Arab world, including the Middle East and North Africa. A large number of scientists and astronomers in the field of physics and astronomy use this telescope. This telescope is located nearly at 80 kilometers from the center of the capital Cairo in the direction of Suez City. The observatory Al-Marsad was set up on Shia in 1964. It's really amazing. نروح على طول للسؤال الرابع. الثالث choose the correct answer is a building where you can see models of planets. طبعا planetarium. Going into a university was my greatest achievement. I did something great. The opposite of public is private. We get the noun from sail by adding the suffix or, sailor, bahar. The earth is different from the moon, the synonym of different. Different يعني مختلف. Distinct. To make the adjective national mean worldwide, we add the prefix بنضيف لها البداية inter عشان تبقى international. السؤال الرابع complete with the correct form أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. We have eaten. She has been working. We had finished. We arrived at 8 and 5, but the train had already left. Dad explained why he had left his job. ومن صفحة 264 finish the following dialogue. Annie is asking Sarah if she has done her jobs. لو هي خلصت شغلها. Have you finished the report yet? قالت له No, I haven't. I'm still working on it. لسه شغالة. What about your presentation? طب والمقدمة خلصتها؟ Have you prepared it? Yes, I have prepared for the presentation. Have you shown it to the manager? وريتها للمدير? Yes, I have. What did he say? Great, عظيمة. I am glad that you are well prepared for the presentation. Thank you. راح على طول السؤال التاني complete with the word from the following list. Floor, prepared, party, hadn't, had. We spent a nice time at the weekend. I had already swept the floor. My brother had to make the beds. My elder sister had made a delicious cake for the party. Before my parents arrived, before the visitors entered, we had prepared everything. راح على السؤال الثالث. Read the following then answer the question. The Moon is a great poem. This poem was written in 1885 by the Scotch writer Robert Louis Stevenson. Long before people had visited it, Robert is best known as the author of the children's classic. He came from a family of engineers, and it was expected he would follow suit. Robert wrote stories even as a child. No one was really surprised when he, 3 years into his engineering studies at University of Edinburgh, he left them to study writing. This poem makes the moon seem like a living thing, and reportedly Stevenson shares all that it does while shining each night. It acts as a protector of the night, watching over people, animals, and places. Robert Louis Stevenson praises the moon in the beginning. This night, the moon shines on the creatures of the night, and down up a father and a child. It watches over them every step of the way, from when Dad walks his son to take him outside, to their boat trip around a cove and back home again, where Mom was the now sleeping baby welcomes them home from the journey. يلا نروح نشوف الأسئلة. What kind of passage is it؟ يا ترى الفقرة دي عبارة عن إيه؟ طبعا الفقرة دي biography. Report studied engineering for years and left it. طبعا هو درس لمدة 3 سنوات. Robert Louis Stevenson died in توفي عام 1894. What's Robert's nationality؟ يا ترى هو منين؟ طبعا من اسكتلندا. Scotch. Why did Stevenson love studying engineering? For writing. من أجل الكتابة. Who welcomes the father and the son؟ Mom. أما السؤال الرابع choose the correct answer اختر الإجابة الصحيحة. We can add the prefix to the verb live to become an adjective a. To get the noun of the person invent, inventor, مخترع. The answer is quite clear. Clear similar to. Clear يعني واضحة. Obvious. The antonym of alive. Live حي يبقى dead ميت. If one word with another one, it means that they have a very similar sound. Rhymes. We have discovered a new way of making cake. We that last month الأسبوع الماضي we found out that. Complete with the correct form أكمل بالصيغة الصحيحة. I am already tired because I have been revising. Adil got bad marks because he hadn't revised. Ahmed's mother was angry because he hadn't tidied. The river was very dry because it hadn't rained. Hoda did very well in the driving test because she had trained. أشكر لكم طيب المتابعة والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.